It's like I started right when my girls is coming home. I think that's them. I'll wait for her to get off the bus. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Got a lot to talk about. Come here. Come around this way. Come around this way. We live on YouTube. Say hi. Okay. The door's open. Your sister's upstairs. No game. Welcome to the show. We back again with another one. Make sure you hit that like button one time. Day 7 of the Diddy Trial. We got the laptop. Wouldn't get to work. But you know, before we start to cook, they found the Butt Lube. It's crazy, man. The FEDS, they found the Butt Lube, and things is getting really crazy now, man. I don't know what's going on. They released the photos of 13 men that CASSIE was getting gangbanged by. And it's crazy, man. These were some mandingos, bro. They were making her tonsils twerk. And we got to talk about it, man. They brought somebody in from Homeland Security that was supposed to be responsible for the raid of Diddy's crib. I believe it's in Miami, if I'm not correct. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they raided his house and they found the lube, the Diddy oil, drugs, AR-15s. But at the end of the day, that doesn't prove anything. It don't prove anything, guys. So what if they found AR-15 parts? Like who cares? What that have to do with anything? What that have to do with anything? So he's not allowed to have it? Come on, man. So what they found Butt Lube, bro? So what? Now, I don't know if Diddy used that on himself or that was for Cassie's butt or maybe the other male escorts. I don't know who ordered the lube. I don't know. But, I guess butt, right? What does that have to do with the charges against Diddy? I'm still waiting for them to actually bring forth evidence. Now, we're going to read a couple of things to try to figure this thing out, man. It's hot as hell out here, bro. Y'all been saying y'all like the content when I'm like this. So, I mean, I could literally go over there in the shade, but all you'll see is my door, the front door. Hey, yo, front door, pause. Damn, that didn't sound right. Well, at least I ain't say see the back door of the house. That would have been like, hey, yo, whoa. Gotta be careful in these streets, bro. But it's hot as hell right now, bro. That sun is beaming on me. But it's all right. We'll be okay. I should have brought a water before I came out here, but let's get to the content, man. So how everybody doing? Everybody good? Make sure y'all smash that like button one time. This is the best content on YouTube. Everybody trying to be like me. Everybody trying to copy my swag, copy my style. Y'all can't copy, fam. You know, this doesn't come naturally for a lot of you content creators, man. You got to be born with the gift. So now let's get to the content. The feds basically said that when they raided his house, they found AR-15 parts, butt lube, drugs, various prescriptions with, I think, Obama's face on it or something like that. So I'm trying to figure out why Obama face. Now, I don't know if Obama was at the freak-offs. I don't know. There's a possibility Obama may have allegedly used some of that Diddy oil. I'm just saying, guys. I can't even see, bro. What the hell is going on? Is the chat on? How am I? I'm doing good. I'm burning up. How are you? How everybody doing out there? Everybody having a blessed day? Hope everybody's doing good. Stayed out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Drive safe. Wear your seatbelt. No road rage. Don't let your co-workers piss you off. Don't let your neighbors piss you off. You know what I mean? Don't let your family piss you off, right? You think Diddy gonna win this case? That's what I'm saying. I'm believing the same thing now. I believe that he's gonna walk because they don't have a strong case against him right now. We're like we're in day 7. This is the 2nd week of the trial. They've been talking nothing about the actual charges. It's like they're trying to force charges to stick. It's like they're bringing witnesses in to testify, but when these witnesses speak, it causes more problem. It causes more issues. It raises more questions, and it just makes Diddy's situation better for himself. They already made Cassie look crazy. I'm pretty sure Cassie's man didn't know she was a 304 like that. He didn't know that them 13 mandingos blew her doors open, bro. Her front door, back door, mouth door, ear door, made her tonsils twerk. Like, damn, bro. And you got her pregnant? I would have never got that damn 304 pregnant, bro. That's nasty work right there. But I feel that the dude, the white boy, the reason why he got with Cassie is because he wanted to smash. It was really a fetish. It wasn't that he loved her. It's just that he knew Diddy was piping her down with the other 3 gangbang members. So he was like, damn, dog, I want to know what that Cassie cream is like, bro. That Cassie cooch. So he said, you know what? I'm going to marry her, man. I'm going to put some babies in her, man. Make her my woman. You know, like some of you simps do. You know this woman over here been out there 304 and you trying to wife her up. We done warn you about it, but you figure, well, I'm going to wife her up anyway. And then when you do it, you get yourself in trouble. Now you mad at me. Can't get mad at me, dog. You out there making bad decisions, bro. Right? So let's get to this content, man. We got the laptop with us. You know what I'm saying? We got the laptop. It's time to get to work, guys. It is what it is. I don't know where I'm gonna start reading at because there's a lot of junk. And it's just crazy. Let me see where we at. Okay, I don't know where I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna start from anywhere and get the party started. And we're just gonna do what we do, guys. So make sure you smash that like button. It's very important. Y'all gotta support the shows, guys. Y'all gotta support the shows, man. Click that like button. Let's get to the content. So, it says, Homeland Security Special Agent Gerard Cannon. Wait, Cannon or Gannon? Hold on, wait a minute. Let me see this. Gannon, right? Was tasked with planning the federal raid on Sean Combs' mansion on Star Island in Miami. He testified Tuesday afternoon that the raid involved many more agents than usual due to the size of the roughly 20,000 square foot property and the possibility of armed security. So now, I don't know why they're saying armed security, because if Diddy have armed security and they see that Homeland Security, the feds, everybody pulling up to raid, I don't think there's gonna be a standoff. Because once they see the Homeland Security, the feds, all of them people geared up, moving in, I don't think they're gonna start shooting, but they're making it seem like Diddy's place of residence was like a place where Al Pacino lived. They trying to make it look like that. Like, and when you really think about this case, they trying to make Diddy look like he was running some sort of criminal organization. But when you think about it, it wasn't that case, bro. He was just out there having Diddy fun, Diddy parties, using Diddy oil, you know? Now, there's a lot of dirt because they said that when the freak-off started, they would start off by pouring oil all over everybody. Like everybody that's participating in the freak-offs, they'll start pouring oil and start whacking each other off, masturbating, and next minute turn into oral. Like dudes will start polishing dudes, women start polishing women. It's just one big mess. This is what I'm hearing, you know? Now, I don't know where to begin. So let's just go ahead and get into this. It says Combe home was searched at 3 or 4 p.m. Gannon said, which isn't typical for such raids. Now that's a problem because it says it's not typical to raid somebody's house at that time. So why they raided his house at that time? And number two, who told them to raid the house? Which mean it could have been Gene Deal that snitched. Who else would have known to tell the feds which house to go to find the guns, the drugs, the oil, and everything else? Who else would have said that? Gene Deal told them, bro. I tell you, Gene Deal is working with the feds. Y'all don't believe me. You know what I mean? He's working with them, y'all. Listen, guys, you good people that be watching the content, I'm the only one that's official giving you this information. Gene Deal work with the feds. Nobody don't talk about a man on social media that much and you not getting paid under the table. We're not talking about getting paid a social media check. We're talking about getting paid from the government. He's getting paid from the government. You know? Why was he down in New York? Why was he over there? Tissa Tell, whatever the hell her name is, she was out there early in the morning. That woman don't sleep. She was out there early in the morning. And she ran into Gene on the streets. They both working with the feds, man. And all these other content creators working with the feds, they all collecting checks. They're the ones who report back to the government on what certain people are doing. Those are what you call monitoring spirits. They monitor what you do, and then they go back to the powers that be, and they let them know exactly what's going on. So they were monitoring this man. They took the reports back, and that's how they raided his house. How else would they have known the drugs, the guns, the lube, and everything else was going to be in the house? How they knew? Somebody had to tell them from the inside. It was an inside job. Look, guys, anytime you have friends, company at your house, and something go missing, one of your friends took it, or one of your family members took it, it's always whoever's closest to you is going to be the one that's going to turn against you. Those are the rules of the game. Whoever's closest to you is normally the one looking at your wife. Because remember, his trainer end up with his woman. How does your trainer end up with your woman and get her pregnant? That's because he was watching her the whole time you were with her. So you can have some partners that pull up and they looking at your wife like, damn, I would smash. Damn, I would definitely lay pipe on her back. But they won't say that in front of you because they don't want no smoke. But the minute you and her have a fallout, they the first one to get with her. They the first one to get with her, dog. That's why you really can't trust nobody, especially around your lady. Because men are men. At the end of the day, a man is a man. He gonna want to lay pipe regardless. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing you could do about it. I'm just saying, it's the truth. What they said in the song, Don't leave your girl around me, true player for real. Something along them lines. Well, it's true. If you leave your girl around a ninja or any man, he gonna pipe your woman down. Those are the rules, bro. All men supposed to know that. If your woman look good and you leave her around 3 guys and they in the crib and we all drinking, we gonna start to see your woman like a bag of fresh meat. Remember Bugs Bunny and Tweety show? You remember how Bugs and the Road Runner and the Coyote, and the Coyote used to look at Bugs Bunny like a fresh turkey dinner? That's how we gonna see your baby mama. We're gonna wanna pipe your baby mama down. So you gotta take her with you, dog. Don't leave her around your friends. So anyway, guys, let's get into the content, man. So check it out. So they raided the crib, bro. And it says that's because Combs and his family were, let's see, scheduled to take a trip out of the country. So here's the thing. How they knew that Combs and his family was scheduled to take a trip. How they knew? Come on now. It says it right there. That's because Combs and his family were scheduled to take a trip out of the country that day. We thought it was the best to wait until him and his family left, he said. How they knew that? Because somebody on the inside informed them. That's why I tell you, don't trust nobody. Because people you tell your business to, you tell them, yeah, I'm going to be out of town this weekend. Me and the fam going to go chill, X, Y, and Z. Those are the people that's working with the feds too. Y'all saying Diddy working with the feds? No, he's not, man. How you working with the feds and they trying to bring you down? He ain't working with the feds, bro. Gene Deal working with the feds. Tissa Tell working with the feds. Academics working with the feds. Vlad TV, feds. Art of Dialogue, feds. All these people are feds because anybody that would interview Gene Deal, you are part of the feds, bro. You those online outlets that keep track of what's going on in them social media streets to indict other men so we could all go to prison. At the end of the day, anytime, listen, if you're a black man or a woman and you're making money, primarily a black man, they want to put you in prison for a long time. They're going to find something on you. So if you hang out, if you smoke, if you got women, if you got businesses and different things, they're going to try to put something on you and make it stick so that you can serve time in prison. You know, that's just the way it is, guys. Get this bug off my phone. You know, I'm hearing that they still got Chris Brown behind bars. I don't know if it's true. I didn't do my research. I'm mad busy, guys. A lot of times I depend on y'all to give me some info on what's going on in these streets too. I can't do everything at the same time. But I'm hearing they still got him locked up. There's talks to try to get Tory Lanez out of prison. I believe a woman, I'm not sure what her position is, but she got a position in high places. I don't know her name. I'm not sure if she's a governor or I don't know exactly what her title is, but she got a top position. And she was basically, I guess she wrote a letter or something so that they can pardon Tory Lanez to get him up out of prison. You know? I'm also hearing word in these streets that women, now this is sick, guys. This, what I'm about to say is really, really sick. I'm hearing from these social media streets that women, I don't want to put no race on who it is. I don't know if it's black, white, I don't know who they are. But let's just say these are fans of Megan Thee Stallion. I'm hearing Megan Thee Stallion's fans is sending money to the Mexican dude, commissary, that stabbed up Tory Lanez. This is what I'm hearing. I don't know if it's true, but I'm hearing that they are sending money to finance this man because of his work in stabbing Tory Lanez. Bro, that's sick. That you ladies would be out here sending money to a criminal, a killer, because he almost took out Tory Lanez. That's wild, man. That's sick. So let's get back to the content, guys. Let's go. Let's get back to this content. So now it says that, where we at? Okay. Homeland Security Special Agent Gerard Gannon is given an account of the planning and search of Sean Combs' Miami mansion. So it is in Miami. All right, Miami mansion on March 2024. The government asked about specific details of the raid, such as the use of a tank to push open a gate to the home. Gannon said using a tank was not unusual, nor was breaking the gate. He described it as standard practice in the interest of gaining quick access to the property. The government may be trying to head off anticipated arguments from defense before trial. Combs' lawyers described the government raid as excessive and unnecessary. It actually is. It is unnecessary, and that's over the top because y'all raiding the place as if though you already know what you're looking for. They must have got tipped off by some snake that he got guns, he got drugs, he got women tied up, something's going on, so they came in there heavy. You don't come in there with a tank to knock down gates. You know what I mean? So it was over excessive. And to be honest, they didn't really find what they were looking for. You know, they didn't find what they were looking for, guys. They didn't. So now let's move on to more. Let's see what we got. It says Gerald Gannon, a Department of Homeland Security special agent now testifying, was in charge of planning the raid on Combs' Miami mansion in March 2024. Combs' LA property was also raided, but his New York home was not. Combs' Miami mansion is on Star Island, a celebrity-rich neighborhood whose past and present residents include Gloria Estefan, Jennifer Lopez, and Shaquille O'Neal. Now, here's the thing, fam. Why nobody's talking about J-Lo, yo? If there's anybody we need to bring on the stand, it's J-Lo, because J-Lo was with the diddler. Was J-Lo a part of the freak-offs? Is J-Lo a freak? I would think so. Who's she with now? She not with Mark Anthony, right? I think they got a divorce or something. Who the hell she with now? Because these women get passed around in the industry like damn near blunts. So I don't really know who they with. You know? They get passed around every day, bro. Having babies by different men. The same thing that goes on in the hood, same thing goes on when you rich, bro. Just because you got money doesn't mean everybody good. You know what I'm saying? You got women that got money, they got 4 or 5 baby daddies. And they got money. Explain that to me. It's crazy, man. So, see what we got. It says Special Agent Gerard Gannon was asked by prosecutors to walk through some of the items found in the raid on Sean Combs' Star Island home last year. Now, again, guys, we're only providing you with the facts regarding the case. We're not here to play games and bullshit, even though I'm gonna bullshit my own way. But I want you all to focus on the facts of the case, not the gossip, the hearsay, and all that other goofy stuff. Because this man is being charged with racketeering, sex trafficking, and I think it's, what's the other charge? It's another charge. I forgot the name of it. Somebody had mentioned the person's name. Let me see if I could find it. I can't even see the screen, guys. Paulina Luna, that's her name? That's the woman's name that we're talking about that put out a letter or something for Tory Lanez. Is that her? Let me know with a 1. That way we know. You said coercion is one of the charges too? But based on what we see, there's no coercion because these are grown adults. They all made a choice. They all made choices. And they released the photos of the 13 men that was banging out Cassie. So, and they, you know what's so crazy? One of the male escorts was like, well, if I knew she was uncomfortable, I would have never smashed. That's a lie. That's grape. That's grape. He should be charged. We just can't be focusing on Diddy, and we're not focusing on the fact that all these other guys raped this woman, allegedly. Even though I believe she's a willing participant, because again, based on those text messages, she enjoyed every bit of it. She enjoyed every bit of it, guys. So it says that he testified that in the main bedroom's closet, federal agents found parts of an AR-15 rifle. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares if you found a gun? That does not make him guilty. So he's not allowed to own a gun? He's not allowed to have weapons? What kind of dumb stuff is this? And see, this is where the taxpayer dollars is going. The feds, literally, Homeland Security raided this man's mansion, and they're talking about, well, we found parts of an AR-15. Whoopee-doo. He's so guilty. You found parts of an AR-15. No, you ain't find nothing that can stick, that can make him a criminal. Come on, man, this is dumb. So it says they found parts of an AR-15. Parts, not a full, maxed out, fully loaded, put together AR-15 that's ready for action. No, you found parts. Whoopee-doo. And corresponding accessories. So it has some accessories. Let's see what accessories it had. Such as a red dot optic plates. So basically, it had the red dot scope on it to pretty much help you with your target, which helps the shooter be more accurate. Now they're trying to make it seem like he out here shooting and killing people. First of all, did you guys do tests on the weapons to find out if it had any bodies? I'm sure you guys did. And there's no bodies on the weapons. So you're wasting everybody's time. Because if it had bodies, y'all would have had another charge. Murder. There's no bodies on those guns. So just because he found a gun doesn't mean anything. So it goes on and it says, photos from the same bedroom shows a column of shelves with AR-15 components, as well as platform high heels, sex toys, baby oil, lubricant, and lingerie. Who cares, bro? He's not allowed to have those items if he have a woman, so what? This is dumb. High heels, lingerie. What else is supposed to be in a person's closet at their house? I'm pretty sure if I go into all you houses, all you ladies, dudes, y'all got all sorts of stuff in your closet. Who cares, bro? It's just that they were freaks. The freaks come out at night. That's all it was. She had them spike high heels, the lingerie, the Diddy oil, the Diddy lube. They had it in the closet. It is what it is, bro. I don't see what the problem is. Let's see what else we got. It says gun parts with serial numbers that had been defaced were recovered from Sean Combs' bedroom at his Star Island mansion last year. So it says that the guns, the gun parts with serial numbers had been defaced. Defaced were recovered from Sean Combs' bedroom at his Star Island mansion last year. Homeland Security agent Gerard Gannon testified. He said that this defacement typically occurs when the gun holder wants to prevent law enforcement from tracing the weapon. Uh-oh, guys. Because if you have a gun, you're not supposed to be defacing the serials. Not supposed to be doing that. So, but it still doesn't mean, Now watch this, guys. Even though I get what they're saying, it still doesn't prove anything. It still doesn't prove anything. He said that defacement typically occurs when gun holders wants to prevent law enforcement from tracing the weapon. Gannon also reviewed 2 gun magazines that had said contained 19 rounds and 10 rounds of bullets. The government ended its questioning of Gannon after drawing his attention to a pair of platform heels recovered from the home. Gannon will continue reviewing the evidence recovered from the mansion Wednesday morning. The jury has been dismissed for the afternoon. I mean, nobody don't care about no high heels and platform shoes, man. Like, come on now. This don't make no sense, bro. Let me see. Let me say the jury will care if those serial numbers were scratched. That's a win for the government. No, it's not. It's not a win for the government because it doesn't prove anything. You know, it doesn't prove anything, guys. It don't. Because just like they said, it cannot be traced by law enforcement. So if it can't be traced, there's nothing you can do. You just got a weapon with no serial. Do you understand? That's all you got. It doesn't prove anything, guys. We gotta stick with the facts. We gotta stick with facts. It doesn't prove anything. What about the crime? What about racketeering? What about sex trafficking? It's not proving nothing. I don't think y'all understand how court work. I really don't think y'all understand. Y'all not getting it, guys. Nothing has been proven yet. All right? You said exactly. How can they prove that Diddy defaced the guns? That's what I'm saying. People not paying attention. How do you know he did it? Just because it's in his residence doesn't mean anything. You can't prove it. You can't prove anything, man. They're trying to force something on the jury to believe it. There's nothing there. Listen, the jury is gonna say not guilty. Watch. We're 2 weeks in, and again, I was one that said he should go to prison for life, remember? But then when I start looking at the case, I start realizing, like, wait a minute. What crime did this man commit? What crime did he commit? Having freak offs is not a crime. Let's see what else we got. It says Sean Combs' mother and sons did not appear in court Tuesday for the second day in a row. Janice Combs and son Justin Combs, Christian Combs, and Quincy Brown were a consistent presence during Combs' pre-trial hearing, but their attendance has been less consistent. Well, who cares? They just don't want to feel like, they don't feel like coming to court. You know? They already know he coming home. They just want to take a break. They got other responsibilities. Right? So it says they did not show up for jury selection, but attended every day of the last week. Combs' son showed up even when his daughters did not. Sitting through testimony about Combs' sex life and violent tendencies, they were seen periodically giving their father encouragement, tapping their fists to their heart in a gesture of solidarity. Well, they're supposed to. That's their pops. I mean, if your pops is on trial, you're supposed to salute your pops. The hell is wrong with y'all? There's nothing wrong with what he did, bro. It's like it is what it is, man. Let's see what else we got. Okay. If time allows, prosecutors plan to call Scott. Uh-oh. Bro. Remember I told you guys what's going to happen. Check out what happened, guys. If time allows, prosecutors plan to call Scott Kid Cudi Mescudi this week. Uh-oh. It's about to get interesting, guys. Looks like they about to get Kid Cudi on the stand, bro. Now we're gonna have court. Now we're gonna have court, guys. Now we're gonna have court. If Kid Cudi take the stand, that's gonna be a good show. Because now we're gonna find out the details about the car bombing. Now we're gonna get the 411 that we've been waiting for. The news we all been waiting for. No more hearsay, no more gossip, no more bochinche, no more hearsay, secondhand info. We're gonna get the info from the horse's mouth. This could be bad for Diddy now. Because if Kid Cudi go up there and say anything, man. But now here's another thing, guys. If Kid Cudi go up there to testify, that would make him a snitch. That would make him part of the feds. So all in all, this is a bad look for everybody involved, bro. Because if you in them streets and a dude blew up your car because he was mad you were trying to smash his woman, you're supposed to handle that based on the streets. You're not supposed to go to court to testify. So now, if Cudi go to the court to testify, he loses all credibility within the music world. All credibility. It's over for him. But you know, the government gonna drag him in. The government is gonna subpoena him to come in and testify. So it's gonna be crazy, man. It literally says, but it says if time allows, prosecutors plan to call Scott Kid Cudi Mescudi this week. He is the rapper whom Cassie Ventura previously dated while she was involved with Sean Combs, the same rapper whose car exploded after a jealous Combs threatened to blow it up, according to Ventura's testimony and her lawsuit. The government also hopes to question Dawn Hughes and George Kaplan before trial breaks for the long Memorial Day weekend. It's about to get hot. It's about to get hot, guys. I don't know, man. What do you think about that? Why was Obama's name brought in? Because they put it on the bottles. I'm not sure. You could correct me if I'm wrong, because I want to make sure I stick with the facts. But I believe that Obama's face was on pills. Pills? I think it was on some sort of pills or drugs, something along them lines. You could correct me if I'm wrong. It wasn't on the Diddy oil. It was on pills or some sort of drugs, something that was illegal. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but they said Obama's face was on it. That's all it is. I never said that he was at the Diddy parties. I'm literally, speculating that there's a possibility. You never know. You never know who was at these parties. You know? So let's see what else we got. It says the second week of Sean Diddy Combs' sex trafficking and racketeering trial continues Tuesday with government. Hold on. That's not what I want. There's something else that I want to get, guys. Let me see if I can find it. See if I can find it, guys. Because they were talking about the freak offs and what exactly go down. And I want to make sure you guys hear that. Make sure you guys smash the like button, guys. You got about, what, almost 600 people in the building. Let's get those likes up, guys. We need those likes to go up. Let me see. I'm kind of scrolling back to find out more about the freak offs. Okay. All right. All right, here we go, guys. Now, all right, I got a lot of posts about freak-offs, so let's just read from here, and then we're going to just talk about it, because I don't have no specific order. Remember, I'm outside, I'm on a cell phone, we live, I got the laptop with me. You know what I mean? I'm not in the studio. So, okay. Sheree Hayes, I'm not sure if I pronounced her name right, my bad, has returned to the witness stand, where the government will continue questioning him about sexual encounters he had with Cassie Ventura and Sean Combs. So Sean Combs was having sexual encounters with a man, bro. It's right there in writing, guys. I ain't making it up. This is crazy. Okay, as part of their freak-offs, Hayes estimated that he participated in 8 to 10 of these sex parties, which took place exclusively in New York. He added that they could sometimes take multiple days and typically begin around 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. I mean, what kind of drugs these people are on where they are literally having freak-offs for 4 or 5 days straight? What kind of drugs you on, bro? You gotta be on drugs, number one. Ain't no way you could be having freak-offs for 4 or 5 days. You know? See what else we got. Okay. Freak-offs were fairly predictable affairs. Sheree Hayes testified. The rooms were always dimly lit. Now, this is them explaining the freak-offs, guys, where Cassie was getting her throat rammed in. Her throat was full of meat, bro. Like, no cap. They were making her tonsils twerk. They filled her throat cavity, bro. Nasty work. But it says that the way the freak-offs went down, the rooms were always dimly lit with electric candles, and sheets covered the furniture. Participants would start seated on a couch and create a look by rubbing baby oil on each other. So basically, all of the participants of the freak-offs, whether it's TD Jakes, whether it's a celebrity, they would all gather around and they would start rubbing oil on each other. You couldn't rub oil on yourself. Somebody else had to rub you down with the Diddy oil. Now it says that they would start by rubbing baby oil on each other. This would sometimes follow by oral or penetrative sex. This is what the freak-offs was, guys. It says Sean Combs would give Hayes and Cassie Ventura directions. He testified, adding that Ventura seems to seek cues from Combs and sometimes wink or sigh in response to his instructions. He recalled a time when Combs threw condoms on the couch and said he was ready to see them fuck. Another time, Combs dropped a stack of money on the bed as Hayes and Ventura had sex and expressed his approval, which means the escort was going to town on Cassie back, to the point where Diddy was so excited, he slammed money down and said, bro, yo, man, that was good, dog. The way you were doing my woman, bam, here, take this bread, bruh. He gave bruh man a stack of cash for smashing his woman. No cap, I ain't making this up, dog. It is what it is. I don't know what kind of sick man can watch another man beat down his woman, bro, from the back. That's some sick work right there, bro. Let's see what else we got. So it says, guys, on the cross-examination, by attorney Xavier Donaldson. Sheree Hayes, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name wrong. My bad if I am, sir. It says 51 said he began his exotic dancing career on Labor Day weekend in 1995. I'm coming up on a big anniversary, Hayes said. He said he has danced for hundreds of thousands of ladies over the past 30 years, including lap dances, rubbing, and professional dry humps. Donaldson appeared not to understand the latter term, so Hayes repeated it several times. All right. Okay. Hayes said he wrote self-help book that was also part of Roman Aleph? Something, I don't know. All right, Hayes testified that he wrote a self-help book about his experiences with erectile dysfunction. So I guess this dude had erectile dysfunction, so I guess that's why they had to use all these drugs. So his book was called blank, blank, blank. I'm not giving you no free promo, Hayes, so forget about you. You're gonna have to cut me a check, dog. See, as a content creator, anytime you're about to talk about a particular book, never read the name over your platform. They gotta cut you a check, dog. I ain't reading your book title, dog. Nope. We'll just say a book. All right? So it goes on, it says, the book details his journey trying to cure his condition that he had tried to be light of, I guess, the issue. Yeah. You know what's so funny? The name of the book has something to do with some of my talking points, yo. It's crazy how my talking points move around, bro. It's crazy. Let me see. Now watch this, guys. All right. Possibly contradicting his earlier testimony that Cassie Ventura sometimes winked or sighed at Sean Combs' instructions during the freak-offs, exotic dancer Hayes said under cross-examination that he would not have had sex with Ventura during the sessions if he thought she was uncomfortable. Now, what is he trying to do? He's trying to clear his name so he don't look like he was violating her, like he was engraping her. He's looking at it like, look, I was just doing my job. I thought she wanted this. I thought she was with it. I didn't know she felt uncomfortable. That's what he's trying to do. I think all of these men need to be brought up on grape charges if we're gonna hold all of them accountable. You know? If we're gonna hold all of these men accountable, if we're gonna hold Diddy accountable for grape, then all of these men need to be brought up on charges. All of them. There were no cues about any discomfort, correct? Defense attorney Xavier Donaldson asked. That's based on your 25 years experience doing dry humping on hundreds of thousands of women. He said, correct, Hayes said. So Hayes is saying when he smashed Cassie, there was no indications from her that she was uncomfortable. So now what does this say? What this tells the court is that Cassie was with it. If Cassie was uncomfortable as she claimed, she would have showed signs and Hayes would have stopped based on his testimony. So when you see these cross-examinations of these witnesses, what it proves is that she consented to the fact that she wanted these sexual experiences with said male escorts. So everything she said in regards to Diddy is false. The more they bring up these witnesses, the more they're helping Diddy to clear his name. I'm telling you, those of you that are watching this case, a lot of y'all not using y'all brain. And that's not an insult. Some of y'all may not understand how court work. It's about what you can prove. You understand? You could bring all the witnesses you want. Sometimes you could bring witnesses trying to destroy somebody else's credibility and you end up helping them. You bring a witness in to try to destroy and your witness end up saying stuff that helps the other person. I think they need to just leave all of this escort stuff out of the case and focus on the real witnesses, man. Now, I want to hear what Kid Cudi got to say. That I want to hear. I want to hear that because based on Mr. Hayes' testimony, Cassie is a consenting adult because she showed no signs of discomfort, which means while he was banging her, she was with it. She showed all the emotion and expressions. She was into it. She wasn't, oh, I'm being violated, taking advantage. Nope. Nope. Didn't happen that way, guys. It says the government is now questioning Hayes again to address comments he made during his very colorful cross-examination. Prosecutors Meredith Foster asked Hayes, a male exotic dancer, about his stated belief that Cassie Ventura enjoyed herself during their freak-off sessions with Sean Diddy Combs. I'm telling you, man, they not playing. Because he said she enjoyed herself. So if she enjoyed herself, how could she say that Diddy was taking advantage of her? Make sure you hit that like button, y'all. Make sure you hit that like button. So now, let's get back to the case, man. Let's get back to the content. Now, for a change of pace, the government has called its next witness, Gerard Cannon, a special agent with Homeland Security. Now, we talked about him earlier. Remember, I'm kind of reading this thing backwards because it's all over the place. And I'm not in the studio right now. I'm just trying to get some air, man. I don't want to be up in the house all day. So I told you about they raided the mansion. I'm just going to close the laptop and just talk fluent. We already got the gist of what went down today at the court. It was nothing really all that, right? But now, check it out. Gannon, the main guy that was in charge of the raid, it was excessive, in my opinion, for them to raid Diddy's house because they're making it seem like this man had some sort of criminal organization going on. I just believe he's just a man that got money, that is just living his life to the fullest, to be honest with you. Even though he's a weirdo, even though Diddy allegedly like men and women, he might be bisexual. That's his personal business, to each his own. I don't care about no freak-offs. I don't care about none of that. I care about the truth so that we can prove what is right and wrong. That's all I'm concerned with. At first, I was roasting him, but then once we heard some more information about Cassie, I realized that she's a 304. She's not a victim, y'all. And she wasn't beat up at the hotel. We're going to have to review the tapes. We're going to, listen, I'm going to try to review the Cassie hotel tapes later tonight. I'm going to try to review that. All right? I'm going to try to do it a little early. I don't want to do it too late because a lot of y'all, I don't know what y'all be doing, man. I got to figure out what time everybody be on social media, man, so I can go live. But we're going to review the tape. What I'm going to prove is that she was never really beaten. It looks bad. I'm not saying what he did is good, because no man should be beating on a woman. No man. And no woman should be in a man's face trying to provoke him. Right? But we're going to review those tapes and find out. I'm going to prove to you that she was not hurt. He didn't really beat her up. He didn't. It's a bug around me. He never really beat her. Rihanna got beaten by Chris Brown. No, he didn't stomp her out. Stop lying. Now you lying. He didn't do that. He had on no shoes. So there's no way you're going to stomp somebody. That wasn't on the tape. And when he kicked her, that was a sideways kick. That was like a little dusting, a little dust kick. Like what are you doing? It was like he's frustrated. That's what I saw. I saw a frustrated man at that point. That was not a kick of, I'm trying to cause great bodily harm. It ain't like he had on Timberland boots with a steel toe. No, he didn't kick her with no steel toe boots. He had on socks. If he would have kicked her straight forward, he would have had broken toes. I'm just being honest with you guys. I'm dealing with the facts as if though I'm an attorney as if though I'm a judge, as if though I'm somebody that's responsible for being neutral and judging both parties. Based on what I'm seeing, he did not hurt that woman in that hotel. He didn't. He did not hurt her, man. And she got 20 million for it, bro. She got 20 million for that. That's crazy. Yeah, free P. Diddy, man. Free P. Diddy, man. And I'm not even a fan of P. Diddy, even though there's a couple of songs that I like that he did. You know what I'm saying? The remix with Every Step I Take, that was a dope song, you know, after Biggie died. There's a couple of other hits, you know what I'm saying? Then again, a lot of the hits with him and Mace, you know what I mean? I mean, he brought out a lot of artists. You got to understand, as much as you may not agree with P. Diddy was very instrumental in the hip-hop game that brought us a lot of the key artists that we enjoyed over the years, guys. We got to give it up and we got to respect that. Like, real talk. We got to respect that, man. You got to respect it. You might not agree with his business practices. He may have given people bad business deals, record deals. I mean, come on now. A lot of you work at places where your supervisor's an a-hole. You don't like your supervisor, but at least you're thankful you got a job, right? Okay, that's my point. You don't got to like everybody, but you got to respect it. You got to respect the hustle. So, I just don't want to be a part of the lynch mob that is trying to put this man behind bars for life. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to be a part of that. You know? You said Diddy's lifestyle was Hollywood. Well, I mean, when you making the kind of money he make, I mean, come on now. You're going to be living it up too. You're going to be living it up too, man. You're going to be doing your thing. I mean, who wouldn't if you live in your life? You're going to be like, man, I'm going to be lit forever, bro. I'm going to be doing what I got to do. You know? You got money? Half of y'all, man. Listen, money only amplify where you are. Money amplify where you are. So if you're a dude who, when you were broke, you had to go to the strip club and count your pennies to go to the strip club. Well, if you got millions of dollars, fam, you're going to have a mansion with poles and invite all the strippers to come to your crib, bro. You're going to have all them women on them poles at your house. And that's why Diddy have freak-off parties, because rather than going to the parties, he have the parties at his crib. Come on now. I got money like that. If you're the type of person that like watching flicks, and I know what flicks is, I'm using codes, you know what I mean? If you're that type of person that watch flicks and you rich, forget watching a flick. He want live flicks right in the house, flicks that you can see in real time. That's what he's doing, bro. Serious, dog. That's what's going on. Can't get mad at that, man. He could do what he want to do, man. A lot of people are just jealous, man, because they broke, bro. When somebody's broke, they just be mad at you, man. Even people that got money, you can have you can have more money than somebody and still be jealous, bro. That's why I don't want no friends, bro. I don't want no friends, bro. Because people are inherently wicked, bro. A lot of people got demons, man. Evil, bro. They sick. You better off rolling solo, man. Some people just don't know how to act, man. But anyway, guys, they released the photos. I did a video earlier, man. 13 dudes was screwing this woman, bro. Damn. They were blowing her back open, bro. That's wild, bro. Yeah, yup, they be jealous, man. They be jealous hard, bro. And there's nothing to be jealous of, dog. I don't understand why people be jealous. And normally, jealousy comes from the fact that some people are just not happy with themselves, man. When a person is not happy with themselves, they're not going to be happy with you or your success. So they're just going to hate you. That's where haters come from. Haters are people that have no life. They don't got nothing going on. So it's like, let me hate on you. It's like, well, I don't got nothing going on with myself, so let me hate on you. Because you're not busy. See, when you're really busy, if you're a busy person, active, doing what you do, you don't got time to be a hater. A lot of you men, the reason why you struggle with these type of insecurities is because you're not actively doing something. You know, you got to be active. You got to be doing something with yourself, whether that be hitting the gym, working on a book, studying, going to college, taking up a trade, or even just doing a hobby, something. If you're actively doing something as a man, you won't have time to be watching the next man being jealous. Because when you winning, you don't got time to be jealous. If I'm winning and I'm getting paper, stacking bread, bro, I don't got no damn time to be watching you. I don't got no time to be watching you because I'm feeling good about myself. If I'm in the gym and I'm getting healthy, muscles is coming up, I'm doing what I gotta do, losing weight, whatever it is, or gaining lean mass, bro, I'm not thinking about you. I'm happy about what I'm doing. But if I'm idle, I'm not active, I'm eating bonbons and ice cream all night, drinking beer, and there's nothing wrong with having a beer, but if you're just overweight, out of shape, and you're just looking like a mess, you ain't gonna be impressed with yourself. And if you're not impressed with yourself, you're gonna be unhappy as a man, and then you're gonna get into depression, and then you're gonna be jealous, and you're gonna be evil, you know? And a lot of people are jealous of Diddy, believe it or not. Now, you know what's so sad about this? If Diddy gets off and walks scot-free, all the people that turned against him, bro, that's effed up, bro. That's gonna be an awkward situation. If Diddy get off from this situation and walks and he's cleared, what would his life be like? Would people try to do business with him again? Because a lot of companies stopped doing business with him. A lot of companies canceled his music. They canceled them, bro. Just like they did with Kelly. Free R. Kelly, hashtag free R. Kelly, man. YouTube, restore my video, man. Stop playing. Restore my damn video, bro. They took my video down. It's gonna come back up. They took down my R. Kelly video, man. They took down my R. Kelly video. They mad. You know why? Because the video that I did, gang, was so good, I broke down everything. I broke down the video that proved beyond a shadow of doubt that Kelly was set up, bro. They set this man up, dog. They set him up. And basically, I proved that he innocent. I proved it. They took my video down talking about copyright. There's no damn copyright, bro. It's fair use. I did not violate no rules, man. I'm a veteran. I've been in this game for a long time. I know the ins and the outs of social media, bro. You know? I gotta wait 30 days, bro, for this thing to get cleared. And once it's cleared, it'll be back up. I told you guys to watch the video. Y'all ain't listen to me. I told y'all to watch it. Right after they took it down, that's when everybody want to watch it. It's too late now. It was a good video. You said you seen it? Yeah, shout out to the people who actually caught the video. I was wondering why the views wasn't going up, because I still could see it. I could see my video. It's there. But you can't. You can't see it on your end. They didn't take it down. What they did is they blocked it worldwide. So nobody in the world could see it. Ain't that crazy? Why would they block my video worldwide? Because I broke down the truth, y'all. I broke down the truth and they mad. The powers that be, bro. They fear a man that can go online and air out the truth. Because what I did is I exposed the system for what it really is. I exposed all of those devils, man, that took down Kells, bro. So they mad. And I'm not afraid either, because I got God in my life. I'm not worried about that. Free R. Kelly, man. We need some new music from Kelly's, man. Y'all messing up that man's talent, trying to make the man wither away in prison. That's wrong, bro. So free Diddy, free Kelly, and I don't even rock with Diddy, but at the end of the day, fam, I'm seeing too many black men getting destroyed, bro. I'm getting fed up with that mess, bro. It's starting to bother me now. At first, I'm looking at this thing like, yo, these guys are just getting what they get because they sell their soul, all of that mess. But now I'm like, you know what? This is not about them selling their soul, bro. There's a conspiracy to take down black men that are rich and successful. Look at all of the black men being charged. Look at all of the, and it's crazy, man. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of these guys are involved in dirt. Some of these guys are involved in dirt. I ain't saying all these men are innocent, but we got to prove what they did wrong. I don't even know why they keep spinning the Diddy situation like it's some sort of RICO thing. Like, what RICO are they talking about? It's a RICO with one person? That don't make no sense. Let me see. You said, who's that? I can't even see, man. Shop with B says, YouTube are pushing that witch Tessa Tales. I blocked her and she's still popping up live for me to watch. That's what I'm saying. Let me tell you something, man. Social media is rigged, bro. Like, I should be having millions of views with the content and the commentary that I break down. It's like how when I go live right now, I should have 5,000 people right here, right now. I should, because I keep it a buck with the people. I'm 100% organic, man. But these agents, these so-called Fed channels, it's like they'll fire up their live and have 15,000 people viewing. And I'm like, first of all, your content is trash. You don't know how to speak. You're not clear, articulate, nothing. It's like you don't bring facts to the table. How you getting pushed like this? It don't make no damn sense. So I'm like, there's a conspiracy, man. There's some sort of elite club on social media that in order for you to be a part of it, you got to sell your soul, man. I ain't sell my soul, so I'm just gonna do what I gotta do. Even if it's a lot, even if I have to do more work to be successful, I don't mind. It's better than selling your soul for a check. Because a lot of these social media influencers, they sell their soul, right? They start making a lot of money, then they turn up dead somewhere. Look at how many content creators turn up dead within the past 3 months. Do your research. A lot of creators are turning up dead and missing or getting shot and dying in weird ways, bro. You know? Because they making deals with the devil, man. Don't make no deal with the devil, man. All money is not good money. All money is not good money, fam. There's bad money out there that you don't want. It might look good. You might need something. But that money is not good. You don't want that kind of money, bro. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, man. But Tissa Tales is working with the feds, in my opinion. And she's one that sold her soul. That woman looked evil, bro. Like, I looked at her in a video, man. Like, she just looked like a demon, bro. Like, and I'm not even just trying to talk about her, fam. I'm serious, man. Like, a lot of these content creators are not human. You might think I'm crazy. I don't think these people are human, bro. I don't think these people are normal people, man. They're machines. They're AI. They're clones. They're demon spirits in flesh body. It's weird. Like, you ever see some of these content creators, like, they just keep doing video. Like, bro, when do you sleep? Bro, do you got a family? Do you ever get any rest? It don't make no sense. They're always first to come out with and it's like, what the hell are you talking about? You would have to be a content creator to understand what I'm talking about. Because some of y'all don't understand. Y'all just think I'm tripping. I'm not tripping, man. Sooner or later, it's going to all come out. And you're going to realize that what I've been saying was true. A lot of these content creators are not human. They're agents, bro, that have been put into this algorithm in order to keep you guys dumbed down with lies. Serious, man. So we're going to get up on out of here, man. Come back later on, do what we got to do. I'm going to review the beating video. All right, there's 2 videos we're going to do later on, right? We're going to do the beating video, and we're going to do a review with Tory Lanez. We're going to do that one too. We're going to do those videos because I never got to review the video where Tory Lanez pops came out in a press conference to talk about new evidence that was found that can free his son. And I gotta salute his pops, man, because his pops been very instrumental in standing up for his boy, man. Gotta salute his pops. Shout out to Tory Lanez pops, man. You know what I mean? He been fighting for his son, man. I ain't gonna hold you. And I had a lot of criticism for Tory Lanez at one point. But then I realized that man was innocent when they got him. I realized that he was innocent. And I felt like, damn, the system got him. But salute to his pops and his family for praying for him, man. Keeping him in their prayers, man. That's what we need sometimes, man. We need family that can pray, bro. Because when we get in trouble, man, it's crazy. His name is Daystar. Okay, that's his last name, right? Okay. Yeah, shout out to Tory Lanez pops, man. His pops held down his son. He always been encouraging his son. And that's what you need, man. That's why it's good to have fathers, bro. Because you don't really see that. Matter of fact, I have never seen that. With all the men that been going to trial, I haven't seen no fathers standing up for their son. Tory Lanez should have been dead, y'all. He should have been dead, but prayers kept that man alive, man. A lot of people don't know what it means to be a content creator, so they won't get it. Like the things that I'm saying, it'll just fly in one ear, out the next. They won't get it. You would have to be in this business to understand what I'm talking about. It's a very dangerous business. It's a lot of snakes. A lot of content creators will set you up. There's a lot of jealousy, a lot of competitive jealousy. You really can't trust people. I try, but you can't really trust everybody, man. A lot of people have ulterior motives. Some people will try to use you to get ahead in life. They'll use you to get to the next level. And then once they get to the next level, they act like they don't know you. They'll turn against you. I had all of that happen to me. You know? Facts. So, hey, guys. We're going to get up on out of here, man. Y'all have a blessed day, a blessed evening, on your way home from work, when you drive, whether you go to get something to eat, you know, it is what it is. My second eldest daughter had her graduation today. She's moving on to middle school and moving on to the 6th grade. We went over there this morning, you know what I'm saying? Made sure we were there for her at the school and whatnot. So, you know, pretty proud about that. You know, she got a couple of awards, you know, and it's crazy how you can go to school, have friends, and then y'all all move on and go to separate schools. You know, it's kind of sad, but shout out to the principal, man. Her principal, he gave a good speech. Shout out to the principal, man. He gave a powerful speech, man. This white man he quoted 2 Bible scriptures, yo. He quoted 2 Bible scriptures and gave a powerful speech for the kids. Told them what they need to do, and it was very, very good. I was happy to hear that message. He gave a good message, man. A very, very good message. We recorded it too. I don't want to put them out there on social media in the video, but we have the recording. But I don't want to put them out there. There was one time we was at I think we was at Home Depot or Lowe's, and we ran into the principal and his wife. We ran into them at the Lowe's and stuff. They were doing some shopping. We ran into them. It's not often when you run into the principal in the school. But his speech, man, that came from the soul, man. I could tell his speech was a father's speech. It wasn't a speech of a principal. He spoke like a father. That was a very good speech, man. Very good speech. If anything, I hope that it really resonated with them kids to make them realize that they control their own future. He kept it a buck. He said a lot of y'all gonna leave here. Y'all gonna wanna do your own thing. Y'all might get influenced to do the good, the bad, this, that. He was like, but you gotta do the right thing. He said, listen to your parents, do this, do that. Very good speech, man. Very good speech. Wish them all well, man. Wish them. I had one particular student, she never missed a day from school. Not one day. She had perfect attendance. She got a reward for that. She was the only one to get a reward for perfect attendance in school. I remember those good old days, man. I used to tell all my friends, bro, watch when it's time to graduate, bro. I'm gonna get all the awards. I had awards for perfect attendance, this, that, this, reading, science, math, this. Man, I was killing it, bro. They were mad with me. They was like, yo, how you get all the awards? Because I work. I BS when I was in school, but when it was time to hit them books, oh, I hit them books, all right. So guys, we're gonna get up on out of here, man. Y'all stay safe. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. Salute to everybody that rock with the platform, man. I'll catch y'all all in the next video, man. Remember, June 1st, birthday celebration video. We start at 12 midnight. Make sure you're there. I'm out. Peace.